Hi there, I'm Sheryl Loch with Ginger Roots Media, and I want to show you one of the biggest pet peeves of mine when people make Facebook events. Here's an event, and yes, I've got my screen enlarged so we can't see who's holding the event because I'm not doing this to call them out. I'm doing this to help you when you do your events. If we go to the Discussions tab, when we come over here, I want you to look right here. And it says post permissions for this event have been turned off for guests. This means the only people that can post a comment on the event is the event host and co-host, anyone who has an admin type position on the event. So me as a guest cannot post a question. And that means if there's something unclear about the event, maybe I have, questions about times, or this is an online event, will there be a replay? There could be all types of questions, but they won't allow me to ask them. So the majority of the time, if I don't feel totally secure in what the event is, and there's no one to answer my questions, no way for me to ask a question, my answer about that event is no. So what happens if the host has not posted a comment? That means I can't even reply to their post and ask a question. Now, if they had made a post, yes, I could hit a reply, ask my question, but you don't want to do that because then you could have a ton of questions getting asked over and over in your replies. It's better off to let your guest post, ask questions. If for any reason it's inappropriate or a comment that you don't think belongs on there, you can delete it. Not a problem. But the majority of the time, these are going to be questions that are important. So I want to show you now when you set up your event, or if you have your event set up and you realize no one can ask questions or post other than you, I'm going to show you how to fix that. So let's go over here to my Off the Jacks page, and we'll go down here to events. Okay, now we're on the events, and I'm going to click Create Event. My pop-up's going to come up, and it's going to be, if you've already filled this out and your event's already live, you can still come in here. Otherwise, when you fill out your event and you're making it, down here you're going to see Post Permissions. Automatically, it's only admins can post. So that's the default, and that's why so many events have this done, and they probably didn't even pay attention. But what you want to do is click Anyone Can Post. Then, if you want to, you can turn on Posts Must Be Approved by Host or Co-host. I don't even use that. I just let people post. I keep an eye on it. There's also messaging. People can ask questions about your event on Messenger. I seldom, if ever, use messaging simply because if someone's going to ask a good question, I want it public. Otherwise, I'm going to be getting the same question 10 times, and I don't want that. I let people post. If it's inappropriate, I delete it. End of story. So go in, check your events, or when you make your event, just make sure that you check this default under your options, Post Permissions. Anyone can post. That'll solve all of your problems when it comes to getting along with people, getting people interested, because if you're not going to let them participate and ask questions before the event, you're probably not going to let them participate and answer any questions during your event. And that's a huge turnoff. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more tips and how-tos.